Hello, my name is James O'Shea, attorney at law, and I represent the champion of the 1%. You know who that is, Mr. Logan LaRoe. Prince Nana has attempted to fine my client for his actions at Enter the Fight Round 1. These actions are not only immoral and illegal, but are contrary to my client's specific enumerated rights under the contract. Mr. Nana is well aware of these. Mr. LaRoe will not and will refuse to pay this fine. He will not compete in any further fights until the sanction and fine are lifted and Prince Nana publicly apologizes to him along with fight management. As a result of Prince Nana's actions, you will not be seeing Mr. LaRoe at tonight's Enter the Fight Round 2. Hopefully this situation will change and Prince Nana will come to his senses and issue the apology and lift the fine. Thank you for your time.
Welcome to Fight Pro Wrestling, the home of progressive, innovative combat. We are structured around three separate divisions, the hybrid, grappling, and tag team division, which each have their own individual rule set. Over the course of 8 weeks of competition during the season, fighters earn points based on their method of victory. A referee decision, TKO or KO, is 4 points, pinfall or submission 3 points, countout or forfeit 2 points. A time limit draw will see each competitor receive 1 point, and an extra point is awarded to the competitor who has fewer violations. However, a disqualification will see a 1-point deduction from a fighter's season total. Our code of conduct is especially important here at Fight Pro Wrestling, and we have a series of violations in order to enforce the rules in the spirit of competition. Certain violations are automatic disqualifications, while most lead to a warning and then a 3-strike system. After 3 strikes, a competitor will immediately forfeit their match. Now, let's take a look at our current rankings. With Leo Sparrow abandoning his team with Matt Quay, they have forfeited their spot in the tag team division. Instead, Matt Quay will be entered as an alternate into the hybrid division.
In this life, if you are not enlightened, then you might as well be dead. Yeah, my friend! We're back! We're back for some of the finish. Okay? We had Logan Easton LaRousse, who was very disrespectful at the last show. Do you guys remember the last show? How disrespectful he was? Well, this show, I fined him, and he was supposed to come and pay that fine here at the show today. Instead, he called and canceled and said that he would not be here to fight Eli Isom. Can you believe that? Don't worry, I'm going to make sure that he gets that fine and that he pays it. But for that, Eli Isom will advance, and LaRousse has forfeited his spot here in the match tonight. So we're going to find Eli something special in the future, but as for now, we've gone ahead and forfeited his match with Mr. LaRousse. He forfeited the match. You're good. You don't need to wrestle now, right?
All due respect. I know that some people say that a win's a win. That don't work for me, all right? These people came here to see some wrestling. I came here to fight. I came here to honestly, I don't care who it is. I know there's somebody back there that doesn't have a match. I know there's somebody back there, and I want a match. Give me a match now. Give me a match.
Hey. Whoa, what are you doing here? It's not your turn to come up yet. What are you doing?
He said he needs a match.
Ladies and gentlemen, LSG.
LSG!
What's going on, LSG? What's on your mind?
First of all, I want to apologize. At round one, I got a little heated. I got a little upset about not being in the division. But I understand that there's a process here, and I'm an honorable man. You've known me for years. You know me a long time. You know me since the beginning, right?
Yes.
And you know I deserve an opportunity like this with Eli Isom, right? Eli, we go way back. We've done this before, but we've never done it here at Fight Pro, right? I want this match tonight. Please give me this opportunity, please.
Eli, what do you think? Do you want to work tonight with LSG? Yes or no, my brother? Maybe I can make it happen.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah! All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have Eli Isom versus LSG tonight here at the Fight.
Matt Quay and Leo Sparrow are two incredible young prospects in professional wrestling who both wanted an opportunity with Fight Pro, and they were given that opportunity. But as a tag team, the team proved to be a mismatch in style and attitude, and miscommunication plagued them. An errant hit by Quay to Sparrow cost them the match, giving Dog Nation the victory and the points. After the match, Quay tried to reach out to Sparrow, only to be rebuffed as Sparrow walked out on him. What is next for this team and for Matt Quay?
Whew. So, my Fight Pro Wrestling debut didn't go too hot. Leo and I, we didn't click. We just weren't eye to eye the entire time. I mean, I'll admit the guy, he's got a little bit of an ego. And I tried my best to make it work, and I ended up accidentally popping him in the face. Now, Leo, I do apologize, and I apologize many times for that. But I don't think he's necessarily forgiven me. I've called him a couple times to no avail. Actually, after the third or fourth time, it went straight to voicemail. I don't know if his phone died or if he's busy or what's going on. But Leo, I would love to work things out. But I ask Prince Nana, since I'm not hearing back from Leo, and if I may never hear back from Leo, I'm asking if I could join the hybrid division, get a little bit of one-on-one action, some American Hammer 1v1. That is my ask, that is my request, and I will do what is necessary to earn that. And as for Leo and our tag team, I had high hopes. So Leo, please, if you're watching, just hit me up, man. I'm an easy guy to reach, alright? I'll talk to you guys soon. Woo!
Cool.
Opened in September of 2016 by Chris Mazzone and Chris Burke, 8 and Sand is named for an old railway term that means to quick and safe travels. This is a 10-barrel brew house that pumps out great beer on the regular. From Pilsners to Belgians to barrel-aging beers, you name it, and they brew it. A nice feature of 8 and Sand is that they also focus on being environmentally friendly, since breweries have a tendency to use a lot of resources. They send their spent grains to farmers to feed livestock, and they clean and reuse their water, among other things. So, to quick and safe travels, as they say here at 8 and Sand Brewing Company, happy drinking, my friends, and cheers.
From your occasional repair to complete renovations, we have a service for you. Call 856-599-8034 and book with Anton Remodeling Company today.
When I first started with the Monster Factory, I said to myself, like, if I got one person to the WWE, I'll be happy.
Danny Cage, you have this school at the Monster Factory.
He teaches you everything. I was working in one of these dead-end jobs. As soon as I walked in, I was like, this is awesome.
The rush of being in a wrestling ring is like nothing else. An underdog is a hungry dog.
Part of me didn't want to call myself Twitch, but how many wrestlers do you know not only have Tourette's, but are like open about it?
Make sure they don't kill each other. Or if they do, just clean up.
Our tale of the tape is sponsored by 8 and Sand Brewery. Enjoy the taste of great craft beer. Go to 8andsandbeer.com for more info.
And welcome to Fight Pro Wrestling's Enter the Fight Round 2, coming to you from Westville, New Jersey. I'm Jason Heat alongside Pelly Primo, calling the action for you here.
Absolutely honored to be here, Jason, as we're starting our show off with Tag Division Wrestling, the Busky Brawlers. Right there is Eric Martin and Joe Keys.
Well, we're starting our evening off with Joe Keys looking right in my face and staring me down. I don't know why he has a problem with me, but I have no problem with Joe Keys or Eric Martin, the Busky Brawlers. They certainly have a problem with their ranking, though. They're the 5th seed of our second round here in Fight, and they believe they deserve to be much higher seeded here in tag team competition.
Well, there's only one way to fix that, isn't it, Jason? Win some matches. They're going to have to earn what they want.
The Busky Brawlers, resentful, feel like they've been given the short end of the stick over the years. They are tired of paying their dues. And now, an entirely different energy. In fact, all energy. Breaux, Keller, alongside his tag team partner, Andretti, the number 3 seed of the second round in Fight. And look at the flash that goes with their substance in this tag team.
Check out Joe Keys there trying to sneak a kick in there through the ropes as they're welcoming the fans and greeting the fans on their way into the ring here.
Breaux Keller in the silver and green trunks has one of the greatest vertical leaps I've ever seen. In the long tights is Andretti, who has begun to make a name nationally. What an incredible team of young athletes this is. Now we're going to go to our ring announcer, Danny Soden.
The following contest is a tag team division
elimination bout with a 20-minute time limit. Weighing a combined 475 pounds, making their Fight Pro debut, they are Eric, Martin, and Joe Keys, the Busky Brawlers. And in this corner, weighing 300 pounds, making their fight debut as well, they are Keller and Andretti.
As you spoke to earlier, Jason, well, here we go.
The Busky Brawlers.
They might be going right for an early warning.
And technically, the bell has not rung, which means that it's not actually a violation.
Well, hey, more power to them. That's smart.
Fighting the letter of the law, if not the spirit. As this is definitely a match between very different styles of professional wrestling. As we see all energy, Breaux Keller going up against classic Eric Martin to start.
That's going to be how you beat Eric Martin. You're going to have to hit high energy moves. You're going to have to disorient him with offense like that Hurricanrana and flying cross body for a 2 count early on.
Huge leap by Breaux Keller, and that's the kind of high intensity, flashy, yet effective offense that the Busky Brawlers have such disdain for in their opponents.
Springboard rebound face plant.
Breaux Keller, Action Andretti. I mean, here's the thing. Breaux Keller and Joe Keys actually used to be a tag team known as Seduce and Destroy, and they broke up. In a lot of ways, this match is like when you run into your ex with your new partner and you want to know that you won the breakup. That's on the line here in this match.
Absolutely. Ooh, well, incidental contact there, I would say. Joe Keys looked like he was getting a step out, and Breaux Keller collided with him at the ropes.
First meeting of the exes, it doesn't seem like the parting was mutual, and now Joe Keys with that receipt.
Now that is some illegal contact there. I don't believe referee witnessed it happen, however.
Legal tag though, and now Joe Keys in, and we are seeing a lot of animosity on display between Joe Keys and Breaux Keller. There are no submissions in the tag division here in Fight. This match will have to be won by pinfall or knockout.
That was a short arm lariat there by Joe Keys, and you can see, as you had mentioned on their way into the ring, that they're not happy with where they were originally seeded. And again, they're going to have to prove it by winning, but it looks like Joe Keys knows that, and he's here, and he's ready for the assignment.
Yeah, the current tag team rankings in Fight Pro, Dog Nation at number 1 with 3 points, Quay and Sparrow at 0, so either these two can move into contention. It's 4 points for a knockout or a referee stoppage, 3 for a pinfall win. No points if you don't win. And Joe Keys completely and blatantly disrespecting the spirit of Fight Pro.
Well, they might be disrespecting the spirit, but they're certainly damaging the face of Keller right now.
I don't like it, but it's effective. It goes against our rules and our spirit, but the referee cannot call with what we can't see. Those would be violations. For those of you new to Fight, we have a series of violations. 1 is a warning. After 3 strikes after that warning, you lose by forfeit. And so far, Joe Keys and Eric Martin have not been caught once.
And as you said earlier, they played along pretty smartly there with that jump attack before the bell rang, avoiding a warning to start them off. Big reversal by Keller there. He has a chance to make a tag if he can get his wits about him, but he was worn down pretty well there, especially in the corner, away from the ref's attention.
We've yet to see Action Andretti in the match, and boy, is he something special. There's a reason why Martin and Keys have done such an effective job of keeping Andretti.
Incidental contact there, and Andretti with a lariat. Enziguri.
There's a reason Andretti is called Action, and he just used his opponents as a weapon against each other.
Andretti's up, he's caught. No, he's not. Lands on his feet. Martin eats another Enziguri.
Andretti's so good at changing things up quite literally on the fly and in the air.
He hit all of that kick on Joe Keys. Moonsaults across both competitors.
2 for 1 special on Busky Brawlers. Unfortunately, also only 2 on the count.
He had both legs hooked, too. That's impressive.
You know, oftentimes in tag teams, you say maybe one's the brains and one's the muscle, but at the Busky Brawlers, they're both the muscle. It's just that Eric Martin might be even more the muscle.
That's right. Big knee connects from Keller. It might be, is that a knockout? Is that a knockout? Hold on. The referee did not see the tag, Jason.
That is a saving grace for the Busky Brawlers because Eric Martin looks like he saw cartoon-style stars for a moment.
He definitely looked out there. He's got his, I don't know if he has his wits about him now, but he is back to this zip code at least.
Action Andretti has been so effective since entering this match.
There's some illegal contact there. Joe Keys got caught with the first warning.
So that is 1 warning now for the Busky Brawlers. The next time they violate one of our rules, it will be an official violation. But at this point, this win may already be in the bag for the Brawlers with how effective they've been at wearing down the high flyers.
Needs to be careful there with the usage of those ropes and turnbuckles.
Joe Keys using the architecture of the ring very effectively. No, please, Pelly, what's your analysis of the situation?
Andretti's face there hit a whole load of turnbuckle right there. It's going to start tearing up the eyes. That nose probably made hard contact. It's going to make it harder to breathe. Andretti's fighting from behind already here underneath Joe Keys, but that makes it just that much harder.
Joe Keys actually had a hand in training Action Andretti. You'd think if one of your proteges was doing so successfully, you would be happy for them. You'd root for their success. And instead, well, here Eric Martin looking to put Andretti away unsuccessfully, but Keys had nothing but disdain for Andretti. He said he feels nothing but resentment at the fact that Andretti is getting all this attention while Joe Keys feels like he's languishing.
Well, hey. Jason, this is pro wrestling. Nobody wants to see anyone else succeed. Taking food off of Joe Keys' plate.
Obviously, you believe in a zero-sum game. This is Joe Keys and Eric Martin almost winning this one for the Busky Brawlers.
And all it took was that elbow there. He connected with all that elbow, took Andretti right down. Almost got the 3 count. Wait a minute here!
This has been fantastic back and forth action, setting the tone for what's going to be an amazing night at Enter the Fight Round 2.
Big body slam by Andretti. Look at that standing shooting star press.
This one's done. Classic.
No, he kicks out. There's a violation right there.
The reason that violation took place is that Joe Keys entered the ring without a legal tag, and now there's one official violation on the board for the Busky Brawlers. 2 more, and they forfeit this match.
Keller and Keys in. Sunset flip. Hey, that's it! That's all it takes! That's all it takes. The match is always 3 seconds away from being over and being an upset. Ask me, I would know about that. I made a career off of it. Keller there with the roll-up, the sunset flip. Joe Keys cannot believe it.
The thing about Breaux Keller, he's such a high flyer, he's so action-packed, but he's also so tall and rangy. His legs on that sunset flip got perfect position to actually lock the shoulders down like he was covering him with a lateral press. I mean, he's got some thick thighs on that man.
That's right, he had full pressure across the shoulders of Joe Keys as we see some dissentment there between Martin and Keys.
A lot of disappointment between the Brawlers, but now with 3 points, Breaux Keller and Action Andretti are rising to the top of the leaderboard to chase Dog Nation in the tag team division.
They certainly earned that win. They earned those 3 points there.
Martin put up a fight, but they can't handle the sight to see and the Breaux show.
The Breaux show, baby. Stay tuned.
Our tale of the tape is sponsored by the Men's Grooming Studio. Book your next cut at themensgroomingstudio.com.
I don't know, Pelly. I try and be very impartial, but this guy just rubs me the wrong way.
Where's the fun in being impartial, Jason?
Try and be a professional, but we're looking at the MECCA, who is quite possibly the loudest, most abrasive mouth in all of wrestling, and maybe the angriest man in the world.
Says it right there on the shirt and his cape. He wants everyone to know. If you didn't see it on the shirt, you'll see it on the back. It's MECCA versus everybody.
That's not a gimmick. That's not an act. Those aren't words. This man has no friends. I'm pretty sure if I ever saw him smile, it would be like Samson losing his hair. He'd immediately lose all his power. I've never seen a human being fueled by so much rage. It's like he drinks it like a Monster Energy drink.
He looks like he woke up on the wrong side of the bed, too.
Fight, huh? This is fight. I'm about to give you a fight of your life, pal. Let's go,
Well, a very, very different attitude in the opponent for the MECCA as Matt Quay, the American Hammer, makes his way to the ring. We last saw Matt Quay in tag team action with Leo Sparrow, where they unfortunately lost to Dog Nation, and since that time, it doesn't seem like the tag team is going a lot of places. Leo Sparrow hasn't returned. Matt Quay's calls, he abandoned him in the ring, he's left him on red, and so Matt Quay asked Prince Nana for this opportunity, and if Quay wins this match, Quay will officially be entered in the hybrid division. If he loses, he goes packing.
Win or go home. There's no higher stakes than that.
The MECCA is already seeded, the second seed in the second round. MECCA's not going anywhere, so honestly, the stakes are higher for Matt Quay.
like you pointed out, Jason, in round one, is we're about to have
the face-off.
I ain't staying around and let this bozo hold my microphone. If I got something to say, I'm going to shut up and listen to it right now. I was given a laundry list of rules, and I know based off the looks of you people, you don't do laundry. But that's a long list of rules that I have to follow this and that. But listen, I don't care what rules these jackets. Don't you tell me to shut up. I don't care what rules these bozos make up. There's no way in hell that some mullet moron is going to stop the MECCA, the MECCA, tonight.
Excuse me for a second, gentlemen, but I thought we only had 2 lines, not 2 minutes. So I agree with that gentleman over there. Why don't you just shut up and fight me?
Quay is correct. The face-off is meant to be a chance for a competitor to look their opponent in the eye and say a final word. All right, well, it's been literally 3 seconds, and the MECCA already has a warning just punching Matt Quay. I think we may have to take him literally. I don't know if the MECCA actually read the rule book.
Well, I'm surprised he could even spell his own name. He's so angry he can't even focus on anything right now. But before the fist to the jaw, I was going to say that Matt Quay here has an opportunity with no controversy as his tag bout ended at round 1. Clean slate here, and it's winner goes home. But it's not looking too good in the early goings.
Matt Quay is a real throwback, loves the game, the purity of professional wrestling, and truly believes in the spirit of fight, almost the exact antithesis of the MECCA.
That was a forearm. Yeah, edge of the forearm right across the top of the head of Quay there.
Matt Quay known for playing hard and working harder, but I don't think that the MECCA, I don't know, the MECCA failed recess, you know what I mean?
Yes, yes. I do.
Not someone who really knows how to play at all, though it serves the MECCA very well in professional
wrestling. That's a hair pull. Referee Mitch Franklin in perfect position for that call. That's the first violation.
We're up to 2 violations. The MECCA gets 2 more before the MECCA loses by forfeit.
Vertical suplex.
I mean, this is not completely unexpected. The MECCA is a notorious rule bender, to be charitable, and to be perfectly honest, a complete cheater. And that just doesn't fly here in Fight Pro.
See, it almost looks like MECCA is stopping himself at the last second there from throwing the closed fist, and he ends up hurting the bone on his forearm there as he makes contact with the top of the head of Quay.
Matt, the MECCA demanding our attention. Absolute tyrant backstage. This man, the number of things he has demanded of me to do for him backstage, getting him water, getting him chapstick. I'm not a manservant, I'm a commentator.
Oh, Quay fires back with that lariat.
And the American Hammer suckered the MECCA in to that small package.
Quay played himself some rope up there. That's a violation. That's a violation. Mitch Franklin once again with the call there. You cannot leave the ring on your own.
It's effectively giving yourself a timeout. That's why it's not a violation if you're thrown out, sling blade by Quay. It's not a violation if you fall out. But if you choose to leave the ring and both feet touch the floor of your own volition, you've basically declared you need a timeout.
MECCA's completely lost the plot here. Quay is just all over him.
MECCA is 1 violation away from a forfeit, and you can see in his eyes, MECCA knows it. Looking for the American Hammer!
Oh, very close. MECCA just getting himself together just enough to roll out of the way here.
Mr. Muscles and Mullets with a bare miss, but the MECCA hit full on with that lariat. Ooh!
Now, he connected to that lariat. He got all of it. Quay's shoulder up at the last second there.
MECCA is still, we are not particularly close to the ring, and I can hear him as if he was sitting next to me like you, screaming and wrenching into my ear.
Absolutely. It's horrid.
It's a sound akin to a chicken being raked across a chalkboard. Forget the nails, it's the
very
beat.
guttural. It's an open hand there. Going for a backslide is Quay.
Quay almost caught the MECCA. Quay needs to win this match to receive a seed and become a part of the hybrid division. Both legs hooked.
Kicked out. Wasn't enough.
As unlikable and unpleasant as the MECCA is, that's how good a professional wrestler the MECCA is. So, I mean, it's a lot in both cases.
That is an eye poke. That is an eye poke. It's a violation. That's the right call. That's the right call by Mitch Franklin.
We saw the MECCA had the crossface chicken wing in. It's super possible. It's almost likely that Matt Quay would have tapped out, but
look out here. MECCA's not done.
And MECCA, I'm not going to say MECCA beat himself, but he certainly laid the roadmap for Matt Quay to take advantage.
He absolutely hurt himself in the early stages of that match.
And now Matt Quay, the American Hammer, he's leaving the tag division. Doesn't matter that Leo Sparrow's left him on red because he's got full steam ahead in the hybrid division.
It's like I said earlier, it was win or go home. And you gotta win any way you can get it.
2 points on the board for Matt Quay, 0 for the MECCA.
People might be wondering, what am I trying to prove on October 22nd against Rhett Titus? Well, I'm trying to prove to everyone in attendance, everybody watching video on demand, and most importantly, I'm trying to prove to myself who I am. And that's true talent, Bobby Shields. And that's what I'm fighting for.
This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power.
Our Tale of the Tape is sponsored by Complete Management Solutions, creating a workplace environment that allows their customers to thrive. Go to cmsexperience.com for details.
This match, another challenge in the hybrid division, with Bobby the Body Shields making a final run here in Fight Pro. Now, Pelly, I'm not sure if you knew this, but Fight Pro is actually a legacy promotion. This is the third iteration, and the one man, the only man so far to be involved in every aspect of it, is Bobby Shields. He was with Fight. Yeah, he was with us in West Virginia in 2012, in Rockville, Maryland in 2017, and now here in 2022, he looks to try and get a shot in the division to win the championship he's never won in his career.
You know what? Some of the best shape that I've ever seen him in, to be quite honest with you.
Bobby Shields considered an unheralded founding father of this generation of independent wrestlers. I think he has often been overlooked for the contributions he's made to the sport.
Absolutely, I agree 100%. But if we're going to talk about people that have been underappreciated up until now, we're about to see probably the biggest.
The number one ranked wrestler in the hybrid division with 4 points. The top seed of the first round. This was the top draft pick. The professional Rhett Titus.
Speaking of being in good shape, Rhett Titus, phenomenal conditioning, not just the appearance that you see, but the cardiovascular conditioning of Rhett Titus, the strength of Rhett Titus, the explosiveness of Rhett Titus.
There's no better shape that you're going to find for professional wrestling than the two men, the two athletes, the machines that you see here in the ring. Suffice to say, these are two guys that know their way around a gym.
Absolutely.
The following contest is a hybrid division match. It has a 20-minute time limit. In this corner, fighting out of the gym of Herbertsville, British Columbia, weighing 202 pounds, making his return to fight, he is Bobby Shields! And in this corner, fighting out of Long Beach Island, New Jersey, weighing 195 pounds, with a record of 1-0 and 4 points to his name, he is the man with the deadliest dropkick. He is the professional Rhett Titus!
I've been a main event player in every previous version of Fight, and I don't plan on this version being any different.
Bobby, I have a lot of respect for the founding fathers of Fight. I'm the #1 seed for a reason, and I will prove it tonight with technical precision.
The challenge has been laid down. Now, Pelly, it's an understatement to say that the pandemic affected all of us incredibly. But for Bobby Shields, in the world of professional wrestling, more than most, Bobby, in the time that he was on the shelf because of the pandemic, got married, had a kid, and is looking at the sunset of his pro wrestling career. It felt like it was going to get taken away from him. This whole retirement tour, this chance to try and get into the division, he is planning to retire this year if he does not get in the division, as Rhett Titus muscling him over. If he doesn't win this match, he has one last match left, and he wants to go out under his own terms.
And that's a difficult concept to grapple with, no pun intended here, as Bobby Shields taken down by the head scissors of Rhett Titus, but going out on your own terms is not something that a lot of people have an opportunity to do in wrestling, but Bobby Shields here in control of his own destiny.
Rhett Titus standing in the way of that destiny, of the chance to try and make it to our finals, our playoffs, as Rhett Titus doing a great job working the body of Bobby Shields.
Now, as I had said about Rhett Titus and his explosiveness, you'll notice that as they introduced Rhett Titus, he has 4 points to his name after his victory in round 1. Rhett Titus won via knockout.
That's
from
true.
A shotgun dropkick, which, again, goes back to the explosiveness of Rhett Titus. And Bobby Shields is going to have to look out for that. He's going to have to look out for getting his breath back after that.
These two no strangers to each other, as we see. Not really a feeling out process so much as a stretching process, and Rhett Titus almost choked out Bobby Shields just
right
with that,
there.
that
Yes.
leg lock. We've seen Rhett Titus defeat Anthony Bennett, as you mentioned, by knockout, the most dangerous dropkick in professional wrestling. If he hits that dropkick and Rhett Titus can hit it out of anywhere, it's an immediate KO, I guarantee you.
That's what's so dangerous about it, is that if there is the correct amount of distance, you are in danger no matter what point of the match it is.
Bobby Shields going for a quick pinfall attempt, and now Rhett Titus countering. This is 100% a game of human chess.
And you can see Bobby Shields stopped there when he got up. The reason he stopped is specifically because of what we just talked about, dropkick range. He stopped himself from going back into Rhett because it would have been very easy right there in that opportunity as they were both standing at a vertical position. Rhett could have hit that drop kick out of nowhere. Shields knew it. He recognized it. He took a step back and stopped himself. Very smart.
The professional Rhett Titus wants to be the guy in Fight Pro. You've known Rhett so much longer than me. You know this. Rhett's always been on the cusp. He's always been someone that people have doubted. He's always been the bridesmaid. And Fight Pro Wrestling, Rhett Titus truly believes this is his time to do or to die.
Absolutely. Rhett Titus has always been...
Oh, Bobby Shields going for a cover.
Right there his entire career. And now it's time for Rhett to not be right there. It's time to break that ceiling and become the man.
Well, I think it's not fair, but a lot of people, as Bobby Shields now pushing down onto Rhett Titus, just straight in the chest. Man, the bruising of the ribs.
That's Bobby Shields was a member of the Team Taz finishing school. So he knows plenty about getting down on the mat and grappling there as Rhett Titus.
You want to talk about shotguns?
Yeah.
They heard that chop in Philadelphia.
Breaking some blood vessels in the chest as Titus eats a turnbuckle inadvertently there.
Capillaries turning into fireworks in Bobby Shields' chest before our eyes as the lateral press is applied.
You see Bob Shields hit that neck breaker there. Mitch Franklin in good position, making sure that the hair was not pulled.
We've already seen Matt Quay with an upset over the MECCA in an attempt to get to be a part of the division. That's what Bobby Shields is trying to do. Rhett Titus in. If Bobby Shields wins this match, he officially becomes a seeded member of the hybrid division.
Titus with those thighs that hypnotize, some have said in the past, launching Bobby Shields across the ring there.
That's the thing. We've seen Rhett Titus grow from a boy into a man before our eyes in the world of professional wrestling. And sometimes when people have seen you from the very beginning, they don't acknowledge how much you've grown and changed. I think a lot of people see Rhett Titus as a boy. This is a man with almost 20 years of experience who is still at his physical peak and prime.
15 minutes remaining in the time limit here. Here goes the belly. By Rhett Titus. He got all of it. 2 count.
Almost pulled Bobby too far back, and Shields able to get that shoulder up on the angle. We saw at Enter the Fight Round 1, world-famous CB and Eli Isom went the distance. They had a 20-minute time limit draw that was decided by violation count. Eli Isom coming out the victor because he had less violations on the board. Now look at the chest of Shields.
Right, lit up by the chops of Rhett Titus. And as we were discussing earlier, on that point of violations, Bobby Shields made a very good decision there to not pull the hair for extra leverage on that neck breaker earlier in the bout. It could make the difference.
Not only could this be a submission victory for Rhett Titus, but even if Shields is able to break free somehow, some way, this is great strategy. Bobby Shields goes for that version of the gory special, the Bobby Bomb. In order to hold Titus in position, he needs those arms to be able to be at full strength. Ain't no way Bobby Shields' arms are at full strength after that stretching.
Absolutely. That's going to stretch right across the deltoids, the back muscles, along the bridge of your back, along the sciatic
look at
nerve
that
area.
cover and starting to get more aggressive. Rhett Titus putting that forearm across, and now almost a chicken wing applied.
That's, you can see Rhett, this is why they call him the professional now. He's just wearing down Bobby Shields. Rhett knows he has time left in this match.
Rhett said he planned for technical precision. The thing about Rhett Titus, Rhett may not always win, but he doesn't make mistakes. If you're going to beat Rhett Titus, you have to beat him. You'll never take advantage of him.
That's right, yeah. Rhett is not a man who makes many mistakes in the ring, and he's not making mistakes right now. Fighting to get that shoulder down for a pin. Only a 2 count, but again, we're seeing Rhett. Maybe he doesn't expect to win right here in this moment, but he knows forcing these pinfalls, forcing these covers, Bobby Shields is already having difficulty breathing with 2 thighs wrapped around his rib cage. Now he's got to kick out. Now he's got to exert more strength. Brett's just wearing him down.
I'm just looking at Bobby Shields' chest like raw hamburger. I'm thinking about his son at home. I'm thinking about his family watching this match and the struggle they might be having and seeing him fight for his dreams, but at the same time watching your husband or your father receive this kind of brutality. This is what Rhett Titus could do to someone he likes and respects.
Absolutely. Rhett Titus playing the role of Guile from Street Fighter 2, maybe. He wants to tell Bobby Shields to go home and be a family man. We'll see if Rhett can deliver on that tonight. Bobby Shields here, though, fighting back. He's not done. That's a good shot there to the side. He got all of that. You can see Rhett's having trouble breathing right now.
This match a tribute to the history of Fight, but you can only learn so much from the past. You have to carve your own future, and Rhett Titus truly believes that he is going to be the Fight champion.
Oh, big FTO takedown by Bobby Shields. That could change the momentum.
This crowd very split almost at first, almost entirely pro Rhett Titus, but Bobby Shields has really started to win some people over with his resiliency.
Shields playing rope-a-dope here a bit now, avoiding Titus. Once again, getting close when he can. Let's go for that suplex one more time.
Falcon's arrow!
He got it.
The deal was done!
Oh, Titus kicks out. Titus kicks out. That was a 2 count.
Bobby Shields did a fantastic job hooking the leg even on that back cover, which is very difficult, but unfortunately, because the angle couldn't get pressure evenly across both shoulders.
And you have to wonder if Bobby Shields hadn't been subjected to that submission earlier from Rhett Titus, if the back would have been strong enough to hold that pinfall.
And now Rhett Titus lifting Bobby Shields up like a child.
My goodness. Again, Titus, before Titus slams him down there, he's spinning him right along that shoulder, the small of the back.
And Bobby Shields continues to fight. Bobby Shields wants so badly to be in this division. We talk about the points. The different points go towards your seeding at the end of the season. There will be a playoff. The winner of that playoff is going to go up against whoever is the premier fighter when we reach the end of the season. And that premier fighter and that playoff winner, the winner of that match will go on to become our champion. Bobby has to win so many matches to try and get there.
10 minutes have passed. 10 minutes remain.
I'm certain that Bobby nor Rhett Titus are looking that far ahead into the future right now, because this one's in dead heat at this moment.
You look past your opponent, you're going to go blind quickly because you're going to get hit very, very hard by a very dangerous man. That goes both ways for Rhett Titus and Bobby Shields.
Backbreaker there, dropped him right across the knee.
Such respect for both these opponents. Rhett Titus, a longtime personal friend of yours. Bobby Shields, a longtime personal friend of mine. It's actually very hard, almost heartbreaking, to know that only one of these men can win this match.
Absolutely. Gut wrench suplex by Titus. He connected with that. He got all of it.
Great positioning, and now Rhett Titus, but Bobby Shields not even two.
Wow. Bobby Shields knows. He knows it's do or die right now.
Shields fighting like his career depends on it, and it does.
Listen to this crowd.
It's been a complete turnover, a reversal of fortunes. At the beginning, Rhett Titus was beloved, and yet Bobby Shields has captured the imagination of the Fight faithful.
That's right. It's what it's all about, winning the crowd over.
I don't like to watch this. Bobby Shields is just asking and requesting that Rhett put him down if he can. You hear the crowd saying, "Don't quit, Bobby." I'm echoing it.
Ooh. Some edge from Rhett, but a knee from Bobby Shields. He got all of it.
He's going for that Bobby Bomb. Hit the Bobby Bomb.
He nailed it.
Bobby
He
Bomb.
nailed it.
Bobby Bomb. How?
Titus kicks out.
I'm not saying it can't be done. I'm just saying that historically that has been the strongest weapon in the Shields arsenal. Oh, how did he kick out?
Well, as worn down and as beaten as Shields is in this match, Titus is on the ropes. Shield has to keep pushing.
He's going for it again. There's no chance Rhett Titus can kick out of a second Bobby Bomb.
Wait, Rhett Rhett jogging for position here. He's going for a backslide. Oh, Shields rolls him out of the way.
Able to hold on.
They're still interconnected. Rhett, fireman's carry.
But
Shields got him! Shields got him! No, it's a 2 count. He trapped him though as he went to roll over.
Try to go for
He
him by
trapped him again!
Shields has got a defense for everything Titus is throwing at him.
Shields kicks him off. Drop down. He's got Titus up. No, Titus slips behind.
Come on, Bobby. You got this. I want to call more of your matches, Bobby Shields.
Going for another neck breaker here. No, Titus spins it around. There it
No!
is! He's out! He's out! He's out! Check him, Franklin! He's out! He's out! That's it! That's it! That's not just 2-0, Rhett Titus! That's 8 points, Rhett Titus!
We have a runaway leader in the field. 8 points, 2-0, and Bobby Shields' dreams of becoming the fight champion are dashed.
As you said earlier, it's heartbreaking to see anyone have to lose that bout, but especially now, Bobby Shields, ramifications.
This could be some serious medical damage. Thankfully, Bobby Shields coming to as Rhett Titus receiving the post-match interview. Just my heart goes out to Bobby Shields, and thank you for helping to build this company. Thank you for everything you did for me in my career. I mean it. I'm a professional wrestling commentator because of Bobby Shields. Thanks, man.
Rhett Titus, that was a big win against Bobby Shields. How are you feeling after that?
I'm feeling like I went through war with one of the founding fathers of fight. Some of you guys today may not notice that Bobby Shields was on the very first fight show ever. I'm here every step of the way. Although we have a little bit of a changing of the guard now, I still want to show you 100% respect.
A very, very classy move by Rhett Titus that I appreciate.
Again, Rhett Titus, always been a man of honor.
In a world where honor has passed many of our friends by, Rhett Titus still lives by that creed.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Bobby Shields. Quite literally, Bobby brought me to an event that led me to have this career.
And also, we're here tonight because CMS Solutions will sponsor that very match right here. And you two guys can sponsor a match too if you like the action. Pick one of your favorite fighters and head into FIGHTPro.com. And guys,
you want to talk about favorite fighters? Shut your mouth!
Gosh darn it.
What happened to his boot? Where'd his left boot go?
I don't know. Why is he? It's not surprising, but it's still upsetting.
Where's his cape?
I don't know what the hell you
I think he's wearing it.
Trying to get changed after getting some BS disqualification, and I hear you flapping your gum. Shut up!
I guess he'd rather hear the flapping of his own gums.
Yes, he would.
Don't you put your hands on me. You want to talk about being a leader in this locker room? Huh? The last time you tried to lead in All Night Express, Kenny King left your ass in the dust. The last time you tried to lead some foundation and branch out on your own, an entire company crumbled.
That's a
Mitch Franklin, give him a violation for low blows here.
Go walk back to your little son and wife and tell them you're a failure yet.
Oh! He's out! Remember what I said earlier about distance.
Rhett Titus has played it cool. He's played it professional, but I think the MECCA really got under the skin of Rhett Titus. Despite my desires, we're going to get some medical attention for the MECCA.
Can we get Prince Donna here to declare MECCA officially 0-2 after that.
Rhett Titus doesn't look like the victor, but he is. He's now 4 points and 2-0.
Yo soy el rayo de Perú. I am the reincarnation of the Incan god. And I am the first and only South American wrestler to have stepped foot in a WWE Ring of Honor and AEW ring. I am coming to Fight Pro to keep cementing my name as the greatest South American wrestler of all time. Fight Pro, you will surrender to the lightning.
If you have interest in becoming a professional wrestler, feel free to reach out to our website at www.worldwidewrestlingdojo.com.
The Worldwide Wrestling Dojo, where quality talent receives quality training. Our tale of the tape is sponsored by LJD Home Improvements, providing great service from concept to creation. Go to ljdhome.com for more info.
Making his way to the ring, it's Anthony Bennett.
Toasting himself on the way to the ring. I'm hoping that's a non-alcoholic beverage.
Yeah. You know, Anthony Bennett lost to Rhett Titus on our first event and blamed the loss on inebriation, which isn't really much better of an excuse than just losing.
Right, absolutely.
I also need to say, our officials would not let a competitor make their way to the ring inebriated, so I don't want to speak for Anthony Bennett, but I think he's trying to save some face in the loss.
Hopefully. We can only hope.
Bennett is known as the Martini Man for a reason, is looking to get on track here in Fight Pro Wrestling. Making his debut here in Fight, the fourth seed of the second round, the man mover himself. Coming to the ring right now is Moses.
And I'll tell you right now, if Anthony Bennett wants to get back on the winning track here and turn things around, it's not going to get any easier for him.
It's certainly not.
Size of this man entering the ring right now.
Moses is a man of conviction and has the strength to act on them both literally and metaphorically. Known as a tag team specialist for most of his career, Moses has branched out on his own, and we're going to see how he fares in the hybrid division.
The following contest is a hybrid division match with the time limit of 20 minutes. In this corner, hailing out of Paulsboro, New Jersey, weighing 155 pounds with a win-loss record of 0-1 and 0 points. It's Anthony Bennett! Making his fight debut, fighting out of PG County, Maryland, weighing 300 pounds, he is Moses! Do you guys have any final words?
Yeah, I got it. But, in all seriousness, if you think you're going to make a statement tonight, realize you're in a ring with the beast, and I've been.
He's gonna eat you!
Sit on that.
Few moments time, you'll lie now.
Banks is quick and to the point with his words. Anthony Bennett not showing intimidation or fear. If he has it, he's not showing it.
Well, if Anthony Bennett does have a little bit of liquid courage in him, it's certainly helping him.
It certainly would.
Anthony Bennett wants the success because he says the more he wins, the bigger the party he gets invited to.
And you see Bennett there hit Manzaguri against the shoulder. He did not connect to the head of Moses. He got the shoulder there, but it was enough to get flurry launched here. And he's getting to work right away on Moses.
Anthony Bennett knows that if he's got a shot against the very big man, Moses, he's got to take it very quickly. And Anthony Bennett wisely not going to the floor.
That's right. I was going to say he just stopped himself from those feet planting on the outside of the ring, which would have been a warning.
I think Bennett is calling for an appletini.
Oh, no.
I do enjoy an appletini.
Oh, I don't enjoy them during a wrestling match.
I mean, I guess whatever gets you through the day, though perhaps Bennett should see someone if it's a problem. This is certainly a problem.
Bennett is going to have trouble getting wind in. He's going to have trouble breathing for the rest of the match now.
Moses is absolutely destroying him, parting Bennett's head from his body like the seas. Looking to inscribe a new chapter in the book of Moses.
He just picked him up like he was nothing.
Moses has always defied expectations.
Bennett ducks too. He's trying to crucifix pin onto him, but no.
He was looking for shaken, not stirred, and instead he got crushed.
Oh! That's it. A decisive victory.
The C splitter. He hit that C-splitter shoulder sit-out Michinoku driver, and it wasn't just the C's that got split, it was Anthony Bennett's wig.
Moses, as I said earlier, quick and to the point with his words.
Short work if you can get it with that. Moses has got 3 points, and what a dangerous presence here in Fight Pro. But Anthony Bennett looks lost, and just looks. Bennett knows he's missing something.
I think Bennett can't believe that just happened that quickly. Just like that, it was lights out.
I believe this makes Bennett the first person to suffer 2 losses in fight, and I look at Bennett and I see a man who knows that he's fallen off track.
Absolutely, Bennett knows he's capable of more than what the numbers are showing right now.
Our tale of the tape is sponsored by Lucia's Angels. Support the coalition against breast cancer. Go to luciasangels.org for more info.
First and only match tonight of our Grapplers division. Tiny Tonali is currently in the #1 ranked spot, but right after Tonali is
flavor.
Absolutely beloved. They have watched Damaris Dawkins grow up in front of their eyes here in Westfield, New Jersey, and she, by far, has the home crowd advantage in this match.
Where are those the Philadelphia Eagles colors she's wearing?
Currying favor here in the neighborhood.
Absolutely. Don't blame her.
Damaris Dawkins is ranked number 2 with 0 points, lost to Tiny Tenali. That was the number 9 seed of round 1, but is going up against the number 1 seed of round 2. This was the person picked to make the most impact in FIGHTT in round 2, and she scares the ever-loving excrement out of me.
Excrement. That's a one too. That's a word too.
This is the kick demon. The most dangerous striker on the roster in any division, with the possible exception of the Savage Gentleman, Victor Benton.
And Dawkins here in a similar situation as Bennett now, where you're 0-1. You can turn it around, but it's not going to be easy.
Seated against the number 1 seed.
The following contest is a grappler's division bout with a 20-minute time limit. In this corner, we have fighting out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. With a record of 0-1 and 0 points, she is Damaris Dawkins. And making her fight debut, fighting out of Washington, D.C., weighing 135 pounds, she is Janai. Sorry, folks. It's Janai.
Danny is lucky that Janai didn't just kick his head off.
Do you fighters have any last words?
I respect you. You are a great competitor. You are here to fight. But I'm here to fight too. Well, just I came to fight.
We fighting this girl from Philly.
Yeah. Brock Willie.
No words from Janai Kai, just threats.
Damaris, notice, Dawkins did not step back. She stepped into Janai Kai there. She's not intimidated at all by that.
Right now, our referee Ashley explaining the rules of the grapplers division. The grapplers division is designed to focus on submission and strikes, dirty, gritty competition. There are no pinfalls allowed in a grapplers division match. Rope breaks count as violations, which means you only have 4 or less, depending on your violations, and there is no coming off the top rope.
Janai Kai feigning a lot of strikes there. Finally went for one, and Dawkins answered with a go-behind. Into the waistlock. Very nicely done.
By every obvious metric, this match favors Janai Kai, kick demon, a strike specialist.
Oh, she went for one of those strikes right there, but Dawkins one step ahead. Look at this, all over her.
Damaris Dawkins, 7 years of pro, using the momentum of this crowd to build some momentum in the ring.
Janai Kai's going to roll out of that. She's going to have to, there you go, utilize those strikes a bit better than she tried at the beginning there and missed. Right to the wheelhouse there. She got all of that one.
A woman possessed is Janai Kai, and this strike-based offense is it's no coincidence. Janai Kai actually suffered a very dangerous neck injury a few years ago, almost lost her career. Oh, wow. I think we got our first warning to a hair pull. And
really?
Janai Kai learned the striking offense to make sure no one could get close enough to cause her that kind of damage again.
That's right. And we were speaking earlier about Rhett Titus and how you have to be careful of distance in the ring against Rhett because of the drop kick. Janai Kai in the same avenue here. You have to be careful. You have to know where you are in the ring positioning-wise from your opponent at all times, or you're going to get a boot to the head.
And Janai Quay trying to wear Damaris Dawkins down. The speed and the strikes advantage to Janai Quay. The power to Damaris Dawkins, but there's no power in a separated shoulder.
She's got, and that's exactly what's going to happen here because she's got that foot, stomping on that shoulder blade. She isolated the shoulder by stomping on it and bending the arm back against it. And now she's just stomping on that shoulder blade repeatedly. I cannot tell you the amount of damage, possibly, potentially long-term damage Janai Quay's inflicting right now.
Well, a choke and almost a version of a Boston Crab applied at the same time.
Dawkins is going to have to try to buck those hips and swing those legs out from underneath just like that, just like she's doing right now, fighting her way back up.
Janai Quay treating Damaris Dawkins like that kid in Toy Story did his action figures not particularly well.
Janai Quay answers right back with that kick.
I should be clear, the bad kid, not Andy.
Absolutely, yes. Now some insult to injury here with scraping the foot across Dawkins' face.
Any competitor who wrestles any even sort of form of barefoot in the ring has my respect. I would be so worried about breaking a phalange.
And absolutely, you notice there Janai Quay has ankles taped up specifically for that. As you see, threw her against the ropes there, but kicked the leg out right from underneath her, setting her up here for a kick across the back, but the throat is on the middle rope.
The precision, Janai Quay always hits her target. She is a close combat marksman, and she herself is the weapon. She shoots her feet like an arrow, and boy, they don't miss.
Dawkins firing back now.
Almost
big barrage.
Almost like a hockey fight here in the middle of a wrestling ring. Oh. Janai Quay just laughing off the best that Damaris Dawkins has to offer.
Dawkins fires back. Chest-to-chest contact there. Northern Lights. She got all of it.
That's Dawkins' signature offensive maneuver. Not able to go for a cover because of the rules set. So can Dawkins capitalize?
Janai Quay kicks right there for the wrist. I think she got her there. Oh, to the back of the skull. That's right along the stem of the neck.
That demon-ish. That tornado kick. And now we're going to see, still conscious is Damaris Dawkins. So we're going to see if Damaris can get up, can beat the count of 10.
But she's pulling the ropes to get up. That's a violation there, so she's risking a warning here just to get up to try and win, and she does not. She does not answer the 10 count.
Via knockout, earning herself 4 points, Janai Quay.
And Danny Soden there with the right call. That is 4 points for a knockout for Janai Quay.
With one victory, Janai Quay has managed to put herself at the very top of the grapplers division. 4 points for that knockout victory, beats Tiny Tonali's 3 points for the submission, and you are looking to the new head of the leaderboard in the grapplers division. I'm going to tell you right now, Pelly, I don't know that anyone is going to topple her.
It's not looking good. Janai Quay is an absolute weapon. Complete threat.
Damaris Dawkins, make your way to the back. You know Damaris is going to have a lot to say to herself. Really, she's a woman who was very hard on herself and might feel like she let herself down, but what do you do against a kick demon when you're just a human woman?
Our Tale of the Tape is sponsored by the Worldwide Wrestling Dojo, where quality talent receives quality training. Go to worldwidewrestlingdojo.com to start your journey today.
There's a lot of backstory behind this hybrid division match, as well as high stakes. This is another division alternate challenge where if LSG wins this match, he will become a permanent member of the hybrid division. I've quickly become a huge fan of the Ace of Space, and he has a big opportunity here, stepping into the shoes that were supposed to belong to Logan Easton LaRoe. Logan was fined and told to pay a fine for his unprovoked after the bell attacks against Colby Corino and world famous CB that put both in the hospital, and Logan decided to protest that fine by no showing this event.
Yeah, that's I don't know, that kind of behavior is a death knell in a lot of wrestling companies, so we'll see how the future plays out for Logan Easton LaRue.
We'll see. You mentioned the future. No better word of choice than this match. This is a battle between two men I truly believe can be the future of professional wrestling. I think the stakes for this match really is who is going to be the top prospect, not just in fight, but in wrestling going forward between LSG and this man, my one to watch in the entire season, Infinite Eli Isom.
Again, we were speaking earlier, Eli Isom had a chance here of earning a forfeit victory, and he said, no, I'm going to forego that. I want to win in the ring.
Eli Isom always wants a fight. Now we are going to throw it to Danny Soden.
The following contest is a hybrid division match with a 20-minute time limit. Fighting out of this corner, from Edison, New Jersey, weighing 200 pounds, he is the Ace of Space, LSG! And in this corner, fighting out of Wasilla, Indiana, weighing 210 pounds, he is 1-0 with a score of 1 point. He is the infinite Eli Isom! Gentlemen, do we have any final words?
Eli, you know that we both belong here. And I just have one thing to say. Thank you so much for this fight. Thank you.
It's not a secret that I respect you. I respect you with all my heart. I want to say thank you. And I also want to say, let the best man.
This is the spirit of competition that Fight was built on. I'm really looking forward to this one.
Yeah, absolutely two great talents here. And in the case of LSG, ROH Dojo affiliated, he's Monster Factory affiliated. I was actually speaking to Danny Cage, a close personal friend of mine recently, and LSG came up and Danny said, I don't think there's any one person more suited to excel in Fight Pro than me. And I gotta agree with Danny on that.
Well, Eli Isom, the Infinite One, a top prospect from the Worldwide Dojo. He defeated his mentor and partner, Cheeseburger, at our last event, and is 1/3 of the Shinobi Shadow Squad. We already saw his partner, Ryan Mooney, in our special Scouting Showcase match on YouTube, win and get himself on the board here in Fight. So Shadow Squad coming in with a lot of momentum in round 2.
Absolutely. And Eli Isom, a perfect example. Win however you can in Fight Pro. He goes to the time limit against world famous CB. However,
Eli Isom almost just got a pinfall on LSG.
It came down to the points.
LSG countering, and the same thing. These two very evenly matched. LSG pushing the shoulders down again, and now trying to put all of the weight onto Eli Isom.
Eli somehow finds a way to get LSG into the corner there.
Eli
cleanly.
Eli Isom anticipated a much more, bad blood brawl against Logan Easton LaRoe. Logan, who attacked Eli's mentor, the world-famous Cheeseburger, put Cheeseburger in the hospital. It was supposed to be Eli avenging against the number 2 ranked Logan Easton LaRoe, and Logan sort of took his ball and went home.
It's a difficult concept for Eli coming into this because emotions are high, tempers are high, and you don't want to get a come-down effect by wrestling someone now that you have a lot of respect and appreciation for. You can almost find yourself a little too soft. So he doesn't want to show LSG too much respect out.
So far, we've seen a lot of holds and mat-based wrestling, but everything here is legal. All the different styles. LSG is known as the ace of space for a reason. This man knows how to fly, as we see now.
A couple deep arm drags by LSG, and he's going to hang on there and get a hold.
The human rocket knows how to turn it on and slow it down. LSG requesting this opportunity, a division spot, because of his win, was very frustrated. Very frustrated. Not being chosen for the division in the first place, being considered a prospect, having to be scouted after being world traveled. I think you can speak to people maybe not seeing your potential, Kelly. How does that feel?
It feels bad. It's a big slight. And don't blame LSG for having a chip on the shoulder here as he gets a 2 count.
LSG fighting to try and be a part of this division. All of our hybrid matches, except Moses against Anthony Bennett, have been alternate challenges where if someone wins, they can become a member of the division. We saw Matt Quay succeed and Bobby Sheets fail. How do you think LSG is going to do?
Eli escapes there at the last second. O'Connor rolls LSG. Ooh, kicked out. LSG.
I see so much in both of these two men. But I know, no matter what respect we saw and was shown, and that is not a violation because he did not go to the outside.
That's right. Shot to the gut right there.
Sunset flip, only 2. And LSG trying to make some space.
Look at that. Turns it into an arm drag. Got him up, twisting, spinning, body slam. LSG, he's in trouble right now.
Eli Isom is an unassuming powerhouse. You look at him, you may not realize
sliding clothesline.
Just how strong, just how big and tall this athlete is. Isom leg hooked and immediately getting a waist lock.
Smart. Eli took a little bit too long there after that sliding clothesline to go for the cover, but I think he recognized that and was smart to apply the waist lock immediately after LSG kicking out at 2.
CB versus Eli Isom going to a 20-minute draw, and a violation decision was voted by our Fight Faithful as the fight of the night from Fight Round 1. Be curious to see who the Faithful consider to be the top match of this evening.
LSG shifting the momentum back in his favor there with a leaping elbow that I don't believe it caught Eli across the mouth. It looks like Eli may have connected his head against the back of the mat when he was knocked off. Now he's holding back with his head right there just like that.
Going for the pin right now, checking the temperature. Sometimes when you're going for a pin, it's not that you're necessarily thinking you're going to win. You're testing to see how much wind your opponent still has left. You get a lot. What can you learn by going for pinfalls mid-match?
You gotta wear your opponent out one way or another, and that's one of the best ways to do it. You have a chance to just press your whole body across their chest and force them to use every ounce of strength to kick out. You have to buck your hips, you have to kick your legs, you have to thrust your shoulders up. It's a full body motion of kicking out of a pinfall.
Pivot applied as LSG looking to wrench the head and neck, trying to put a twinge in the posture, maybe in the vision of Eli Isom. You know, there was a lot of respect shown by these two at the beginning, but despite the fact they're considered part of the same generation, LSG has been in the ring. Wait, LSG going for a cover right now.
You saw he hit 3 consecutive neck breakers there. Eli was on Green Street. He wasn't sure where he was in the ring, and he wasn't sure where LSG was across from him after each neck breaker, which allowed LSG to hit continuous neck breakers.
And LSG has been in the wrestling business fairly substantially longer than Eli Isom, and to see Isom be chosen as a division member, to see Isom get opportunities that LSG has been passed over for. It truly bothers LSG. He puts on a good face, but this man is tired of being overlooked.
He's tired of getting overlooked. He's probably tired of getting overthrown in the shoulder of Eli Isom right there, too.
Certainly. And Isom, deep stack there. Doing a great job of hooking the legs of LSG. LSG says he is wrestling's true hybrid. He can do anything, which would make this his division if he were to enter it.
As I said earlier, some believe that there's no better man suited for this hybrid division than LSG.
Isom would beg to differ. He's walking in with 2 points, one for the draw against Cheeseburger and another for the decision in that match in his favor because Eli Isom had fewer violations. So far, neither man in this match with a warning, let alone a violation, have been playing very clean and by the book.
Big spear in the corner there by Isom. Oh, back suplex.
Such great pin attempts by both men. Neither of them are leaving an inch. Neither of them are leaving anything on the table. They want no regrets at the end of this match.
If you're a man of the stature of Isom, hitting that spear in the corner may be more advantageous to you than hitting it in the middle of the ring because LSG had nowhere to go. He couldn't reel back onto the mat. He had to absorb the full impact of Isom's shoulder going right into the stomach area.
Eli Isom, a true student of the game. I don't know anyone in pro wrestling that watches more tape, that does more review, that gets more coaching than Eli Isom. Always looking to improve. You see it week in and week out.
Go for another back suplex. LSG lands on his feet, rolls back to the corner right here. And this is where LSG gets dangerous. He's in a position where he can use that corner to his advantage. He's getting his wits about him. Isom needs to be quick to strike.
Well, you're not going to beat LSG in a battle of balance, that's for sure.
There it is. It's exactly what...
Neck breaker followed by that enziguri, and we are seeing a flurry of offense by LSG. Can he capitalize? Fisherman suplex!
Oh, I thought that was it. But as I had said, right there in that corner, Isom was in a dangerous position because LSG was getting his game back together in his head, and you saw him execute there perfectly coming out of that corner.
There's a fine line between frustration and motivation. LSG is walking that line very well right now, but boy, it's a sharp cliff to fall off of once you cross it.
Forearm strike by LSG. Isom answers back.
Absolutely walloping each other with these blows. This match so far represents to me the best that FIGHT has to offer, not only in the spirit, but also in our talent.
Look at that, rolls through. Kicks out.
And Eli Isom had full Nelson, but very quickly broken.
LSG one step ahead of him right now. Rolling elbow. He got all of it.
You hear literally the crowd yelling, who wants it more? And that is, in fact, the story of this match. It is simply about who wants it more.
LSG may be playing to the fans a bit much here, but gave Eli just enough time to turn it around. Bridging. No!
LSG tried hitting that launch code. Unfortunately, Eli Isom certainly had the defense, was able to disarm that launch code.
Crowd. Oh, we got a split crowd here now.
Both these two men fighting their hearts out. The question is, who wants it more? We know LSG so desperately wants to be a part of the hybrid division. He made that perfectly clear to Prince Nana.
Big leap before him. He called all of it. Spin kick, shot, knee in the face. Here's an offensive barrage from Eli.
If Isom wins this match, if Isom gets 3 points, just there, almost, Isom would become the #2 ranked member of the division underneath Rhett Titus. Rhett Titus has 6 points. But Eli Isom could potentially tie or get just underneath with a knockout.
Dips up. He's feeling good, apparently.
Still no violations. These men fighting to be seeded over the course of the season for our playoffs.
LSG got a knee there. He connected with a knee to the head. Once again, Dangerous coming out of that corner.
Oh, sick clothesline.
He does not get it. He does not put it away with that. I'll tell you what, Eli isn't going to nip up out of that one.
You have to earn the crowd's respect in fight. These two men respect each other. If this crowd respects them, the fight is on, Peli Primo.
Absolutely. Face to face here. Well, LSG's temper might be boiling over here right now, honestly.
LSG, a man that wears his heart on his sleeve, says he deserves an opportunity. I don't necessarily disagree, but LSG's gonna have to earn it.
Come on, the power button. Oh, he takes the legs out, rolls him up.
Jackknife.
Bridging out of the pin is LSG. What leg strength?
Backslide.
No.
LSG trying to do everything in his power to get a pin.
He's going to eat the turnbuckle. He ate the turnbuckle.
Isom just dead.
Brain buster. Brain. He got him.
The promise delivered to LSG. Eli Isom just hit the promise on LSG, and LSG, his dream is devastated. He will not be part of our hybrid division.
Amazing result. Amazing contest.
And now the real test, the measure of a man. How are you as a winner and how are you as a loser? These two showed so much honor to each other before the match, and now that it's over and they look at each other across the ring, what happens now? Both slow to get up. You see the anguish on their face. And Eli Isom extending the hand to LSG. This is what I like to see, Peli.
Absolutely, yeah. A lot of respect there between both men.
A bitter defeat for LSG, but he will live to fight another day, and maybe we will see LSG back someday in a fight ring, get another chance to impress as a prospect. Maybe next season we'll be able to see LSG receive a shot in the division. But Eli Isom now is your #2 ranked member of the hybrid division. My one to watch here in fight.
Wait, no!
Absolutely underhanded and despicable. That low blow to Eli Isom.
Underhanded, despicable, and unlike LSG in every way, shape, or form. I cannot believe this.
And LSG's not just trying to hurt Eli Isom. LSG is bringing in a chair.
Where is Mitch Franklin?
We need security. We need a referee out here. LSG is trying to injure Isom.
There's Mitch Franklin.
Finally, we've got an official out here. We need a security. We need officials. We need referees. Someone get the chair out of the ring. No!
It's right into the chair.
LSG may have given it. There's Ryan Mooney.
But the damage has been done here. Ryan Mooney saves Eli Isom from anything worse, but that's a concussive impact against that chair.
And I'm seeing Prince Nana's come out.
LSG, how dare you? How dare you do
officially suspended from fights.
Will get that same type of treatment. Nobody is above the law in Fight Pro. Let's get somebody out there to help Isom. We need some help for Isom.
You wouldn't know it to look at it, but Eli Isom is actually your winner, and Nana has said no one is above the law.
Absolutely.
LSG suspended.
Disappointed, embarrassed in LSG's behavior, and especially his actions, but it's a much-needed law and order brought about by Prince Nana.
We're going to get some medical attention, and we'll hopefully continue this event shortly.
So being fearless means putting yourself out there and going for it. No matter what, go for it. Not for anybody else, but for yourself.
Inside my DNA. I got loyalty inside my DNA. I got peace, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA.
Skid Row Wrestling Academy. The work begins here. Email supercrazypro@gmail.com and start your journey today. The Men's Grooming Studio. Walk in as a stranger looking for a cut, and walk out as family with a great hairstyle.
How you doing? It's George from GWB Designs. We're starting a new project, hey? Come on in. Any of your construction needs, give us a call, 631-953-5054. Thank you and have a good day.
GWB Designs, here for all your home improvement needs from start to finish.
He was a legitimate fighter. He came through Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and was a world-class champion.
Something definitely different about him. From day one, he got it.
Yo, it's Mushmaster Tim Spriggs, pro wrestling's only Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt world champion and the #1 submission wrestler on earth. My goal is to take all the gold and all the green. Fight Pro Wrestling, you're about to find out that when you go against the Mushmaster, the best you can do is second place.
How you doing, boss?
Hey, what's up? How are you today?
Doing good.
Good, good. Jeez.
How you doing?
You with the glasses on? My gosh, it's not even sunny inside. You still got the glasses on?
Hey, yeah, you know, the hangover, boss. You know, that's what happened out there. You know, the hangover. You know, sometimes, you know, you're not on your...
Listen. This is what I got to tell you, all right? I love you as a competitor, but right now, you're 0-2. Okay.
Yeah, you saw what happened. Though. You saw I had him. I hope that Christmas.
I saw what happened. I saw what happened.
He was covered in baby oil.
But listen, Bennett, you know the rules around here. Once you start to go to 0-3, hey,
you're out of here, baby.
Listen, we gotta cut you out, and I don't want that to happen to you. So we're either gonna do it your way. What's your way?
You You know, I was thinking I was doing a good job my way. You know, I was this close the first time. I was this close, and then this time I definitely had that one.
Or we can do it. Look. Or we can do it my way. All right. Okay, my way. Prince Nana's gonna find you a partner.
Partner?
Yeah, a partner for Fight 3. Okay, for one of the upcoming fights. Let me find you a partner so then this way you don't get to that 03. Do we have a deal? Because I actually like you, baby. I like you a lot. But I don't know, the drinks and the glasses and stuff, I don't know, it's getting to your head, my friend. So, but yeah, what do you think about that? We have a deal?
You know, I'll try it your way.
It's got something, man. It's got something. We liked him. He was good.
Don't it happen to like this?
Let's give a warm round of applause to the the first inaugural premier fighter of Fight Pro, Delirious, ladies and
gentlemen. Victor Benjamin, what is that? Fight!
Fellingham's Restaurant Sports Bar has been open for over 40 years and serves classic American dishes, draft brews, and cocktails in a rustic casual setting.
Fellingham's Sports Bar and Restaurant, where good sports meet.
Our Tale of the Tape is sponsored by Fellingham's Sports Bar and Restaurant, where great food and good sports meet. Go to fellinghamsrestaurant.com for details.
For the main event of Enter the Fight, round 2, we are joined by the #1 ranked wrestler in the hybrid division, the professional Rhett Titus. What brings you out here for this match, Rhett?
Well, when you're #1, you got to keep the competition scouted at all times. I am the professional. I do my due diligence on my opponents that I may have to fight in the future. So I'm out here to have everyone scouted, and I really have a big interest in this match because I have a long history with one of the competitors that will be coming out next.
We're seeing the Savage Gentleman, Victor Benjamin, in the ring right now. Pelli Primo, what are your first impressions of the premier contender?
Well, it's interesting to me because it reminds me a lot of Janai Quay. You're going to have a lot of strike-based offense that you're going to have to look out for.
And now, the premier fighter coming from the edge of sanity. It's Delirious. The way the premier fighter works It's basically a long-term gauntlet over the course of the season. You win it to stay in it, and whoever is the premier fighter at the end of the season goes up against the winner of our hybrid division. Right now, Delirious holds the title. He defeated Tony Deppen, and I know both of you have a long-standing relationship with this man. What can you tell me about Delirious? Rhett, Titus first.
Delirious is one of the most unorthodox competitors I have ever been in the ring with. But I have a long history and quite a bitter, bloody history with Delirious. But I would love, absolutely love, to see him go to the finals and me be number one at the end of all this and face off in the finals to see really who is the better man at the end of all this.
Eli Primo, what's your analysis of Delirious?
As Rhett Titus said, and this goes back to Benjamin strike-oriented offense, you're not going to see strict technique defense here by Delirious because he is incredibly unorthodox. He's delirious even, if you will. So it's going to be very interesting to see how Delirious handles what Benjamin's going to throw against him here.
We're going to go ahead and take it to our in-ring introduction.
The Wild Hog.
The following contest is a premier contenders bout with a 30-minute time limit. And folks, like I said, this is your main event. In this corner, we have the Savage Gentleman, Victor Benjamin. And tonight, he steps foot in the ring with our premier fighter from the edge of insanity, weighing 195 pounds. This is Delirious!
Delirious, you ready?
And in so many ways, you look at the Savage Gentleman, Victor Benjamin, and you think, man, that's the kind of athlete Fight is all about, a multi-disciplined MMA fighter, and yet Delirious, one of the greatest independent professional wrestlers of all time. This is a heck of a contest, Rhett.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of going back to what I was talking about before about Delirious being unorthodox. You know, I don't think Victor Benjamin's ever fought somebody who would run around the ring barking at him like a dog, but you know, we'll see how this technique fares against a savage striker like the Savage Gentleman, Victor Benjamin.
What's your keys to victory, Pelly? What do these two men have to do in order to get the win over their respective opponents?
Well, you know, I had spoken earlier about Benjamin's MMA style offense, Muay Thai, easy for me to say, and Delirious is a response to that, but more so, I'm wondering how Benjamin's response to Delirious' offense is going to play out.
So far, these two have had no space. They have been attached to each other by every limb imaginable, but neither of them has so much locked in a hold or gotten a pinfall attempt, really. This is still Delirious wriggling out.
Delirious going to have to watch that chin lock there. Almost went to a guillotine, but he worked his way out of it.
Rhett, I have to ask you briefly before this gets underway. First off, congratulations on your victory over Bobby Shields.
Thank you.
We heard some really strong words from the MECCA, and I just have to ask, it seemed like they got under your skin. Have you taken anything you may have said to heart?
Hey, listen, it takes a lot to get underneath my skin. The MECCA is just out here running his mouth a little too much for my liking. You bring up my family, you're going to get popped in the mouth. And, you know, he'll be sipping soup out of a straw for a week.
Well, the Savage Gentleman did not appreciate the pat on the chin, as it were, from Delirious, and now peppering with left and right strikes. Is this what you expected to see out of Victor Benjamin, Pelly Primo?
I did, especially the pounding in the corner there with the shots to the ribs. You know, you're not going to go for a knockout there in the corner, but you're going to hit that rib cage. You're going to make it hard to breathe. Delirious doing it in his own way there. Once again, unorthodox.
You brought up Janai Quay earlier in comparison to Victor Benjamin, a great comparison because they're both very strike-based fighters with Mission martial arts background, but also both of them have suffered broken necks before. But in the case of Victor Benjamin, he broke his neck and then immediately reported to duty at the ROH dojo where Delirious had a mighty hand. There's a lot of resentment, I think, from Victor Benjamin over his time at the dojo. Can you shed any light on that, Rhett, Titus?
I think this is his moment to really prove that, what people may have thought about him in the past was wrong. With a victory over Delirious tonight, he could very well do that, but Delirious has been to this well one too many times, and he's been in positions like this where he's had adversity put up against him, and he's come out the winner before. So, it's going to be hard to pick against Delirious.
Benjamin using some force there to take Delirious out of the game.
He's going for his patented Cobra stretch. But Victor Benjamin seems to have him scouted.
Victor Benjamin has had a little bit of an identity crisis of late. The savage gentleman has really tried to strip down and pare down to his most bare essentials. We used to see him with more of a steampunk look, and he realized he wanted to showcase his skills as a martial artist and what he brings to a pro wrestling ring. He's looking very impressive right now.
And that was a reverse brainbuster right over the knee. And that's got to put a lot of jeopardy on the neck of Delirious.
You saw Delirious almost consider rolling out of the ring, but that would have been first warning. And that's how the rule set and fight works. It does not really encourage you to take a break or to try and get some space or some time.
Absolutely, and Benjamin right now like a shark smelling blood going to work on that neck region of Delirious.
Really amazing that a man with the chemical imbalance like Delirious.
Sorry to interrupt you. Going for a cover. Pick up, Rhett.
With the chemical imbalance in his brain, is able to have the wherewithal to know not to roll to the floor to catch that break.
Well, Delirious has been a wrestling savant for as long as I've had the thrill of watching him and the joy of getting to call his matches. There's something to be said about professional wrestling being a place that doesn't accept other people and is accepting of people with a lot of differences. This is maybe the only place in the world Delirious and Victor Benjamin would ever meet each other.
Absolutely. He has the face of a lizard, I've heard. Delirious, that is, not Victor Benjamin.
I would be terrified to see the face of Delirious, but I am a known coward.
Delirious for fighting.
Oh my goodness! The hold is that a closed fist? Great call. Great call by
Was that a closed fist, but was that a tooth that flew out of Delirious?
It may have been.
Well, you bite a man, you better be expecting to lose that tooth. Their respective weapons, Delirious' mouth and Victor Benjamin's fists, and now they got to wrestle again.
There you go. I was talking about how Benjamin would react to the unorthodox offense of Delirious, and it looked like it paid off for Delirious right there because Benjamin had no idea where he was coming from.
Dizzying and dazzling offense that's also incredibly effective. Delirious, a master of mind games and manipulation. You don't even realize you're being taken advantage of.
He's just weighing down in the corner with his lariats right across the chest. Big bulldog.
He got a warning there from Mitch Franklin for not breaking.
Yeah.
Out of that
Delirious
corner.
has a violation because
watch Victor Benjamin.
Victor Benjamin considering leaving the ring, but until his feet touch the floor, it is perfectly legal.
Danger position here for Delirious, and that's what I said right there. Benjamin used those ropes to launch himself into the gut of Delirious.
It's incredible to see a man that big and that strong, so agile, the savage gentleman Victor Benjamin, I mean.
Big DDT across the neck, as we talked earlier about Benjamin's neck. No, he kicks it out.
The full pressure of both knees across the shoulders, and not even that could get the cover. Rhett, you've said you hope to reach the end of this. I mean, you're so far away, but you currently are heads and shoulders in the lead with 6 points. You said you want to face Delirious. Why Delirious? Do you want him to be the premier fighter when this is all over?
Delirious was one of my very first rivalries in pro wrestling. At that time, he came out on the end of it, but I've grown so much as a professional wrestler, and I want to show him more of a man these days than I ever am. But why talk about me right now? Because Victor Benjamin just with a huge release German sequence and following it up with a running knee strike.
Victor Benjamin on an absolute tear, just destroying Delirious. What do you think about Victor Benjamin, Rhett?
I don't know. I'm trying to see if Delirious is out of it here, and that might. Oh, that was a close one.
That was very close. Benjamin's all over him right now. Oh, those are right to the sternum. His stops are connected right to the sternum.
Victor Benjamin, go for that press, and I have known Victor Benjamin the entirety of his professional wrestling career, hands down, without a doubt. This is the single best I have ever seen him look.
Yeah, you talk about how Delirious is unorthodox. I have never seen one person just take his foot and shove it into that solar plexus like that before. Victor Benjamin is getting Delirious right in his breadbasket.
Just launched him up onto his shoulders by the wrist there. Delirious pushes off though.
Oh, the drop toe. He usually follows this up with a running knee and the shadows over hell.
A panic attack by Delirious.
And we may be looking at shadows over hell, and by I say we, I mean Victor Benjamin. I would not look into the sun right now. I think you're going to get a clip.
He got it all. He got all of it in connect.
Beat Tony Denton last month.
Oh! Did he kick out on time? Is that two? That's two.
That is the move. That is the move. The strike that Delirious used to become the premier fighter.
I have not seen many men kick out of that move before.
I can't remember the last time, Rhett.
Delirious has put so many guys down with the shadows over hell before that. Wow. Victor Benjamin is not playing around.
Whatever point Victor Benjamin wanted to make to Delirious after his experience under his tutelage, Victor Benjamin is making it. This is not the man Delirious once knew by half.
Oh, that palm strike. He got all of that palm strike. You could have heard it there. Oh! Big spin kick.
No!
Knee. He's out. He's out. He's out. Stop the fight.
Oh my goodness.
Stop the fight.
Oh my goodness.
Your winner and new premier fighter, the Savage Gentleman, Victor Benjamin!
We need some help for Delirious, I think.
Holy Lord.
Just like that. Wow.
I really thought Delirious was going to go deep, and instead, Victor Benjamin is your new premier fighter.
I'm at a loss for words right now. I was not expecting that. I was expecting Delirious to go all the way and see the finals. Victor Benjamin is kind of a dark horse.
Victor Benjamin is a badass. That's what he is. There's only one thing to say. Victor Benjamin is a badass. Thank you so much for Pelly Primo and Rhett Titus. I'm Jason Heat. We'll see you for round 3.
What a great night, huh?
Killing it.
You did everything you were supposed to do. We had a great night. All the matches were exactly hard hit. Hold on. Hold on, Ernie. Hello? Oh, hey, what's up, my friend?
I'm going out for drinks with you.
Oh, yeah?
Come on, man.
Okay, you already know it's a done deal. I'll be there. Okay, no problem.
What's the big deal? Are we going out and celebrating or what?
Ernie.
No. Ernie, what?
I got the call, my friend.
What call?
Listen, on here with Fight Pro,
yeah.
I need you to do the ultimate job. And you know what that is, Ernie. Ernie.
I
need you to hold down the fort. I need you to hold. Hey, Ernie. Ernie, I need you to hold down the fort the way that you do, my friend. All right?
This is not my shit.
I'll explain everything to you. You're in charge. Fight, bro. You're in charge. I'll speak to you in a few days.
Nana, come back! I can't do this! Are you kidding me? God, what am I gonna do? This isn't my... Oh!